On April 9, 1682, Frenchmen René Robert Cavelier Sieur de la Salle finished a voyage down the Mississippi River and claimed all the lands it touched for his king, Louis XIV. He named his new domain Louisiana. The Spanish, already beat up from the Pueblo Revolt, became anxious since their European rivals were getting closer to New Spain's Frontera. La Salle was a problem. He was already famous as an explorer and soldier in Canada. Where would he end up next? La Salle's king was also a problem. Louis XIV had already been king for 30 years and had developed France into a powerful nation with a strong centralized government. There had been nearly constant warfare in Europe during his reign, especially between Spain and France. He now set his eyes on the Americas. Louis granted La Salle rights to anything developed in the Caribbean or in Louisiana, calling his enterprise the Mississippi Company. If La Salle could develop the region, he would be one of the richest men on earth. La Salle was ready to get started. In 1685, he landed 185 French colonists on the Texas coast. He had probably been looking for the mouth of the Mississippi, but missed his mark. La Salle established an outpost on the banks of Garcetas Creek between Lavaca Bay and present-day Victoria. His men built a fort with 8 cannons. Then it was time to figure out where they were. Over the course of the next 2 years, the French struck out in various directions to explore their surroundings and learn all they could about the region. La Salle's hope faded fast as he discovered a rugged and hard country. In 1687, he left 20 people behind at his settlement and headed east toward the Mississippi River, hoping to make contact with any other Frenchmen. He never made it. His men, angry to have been led into what they considered a horrible wilderness, killed him while passing through the Caddo lands of present-day East Texas. 6 of the Frenchmen made it to Canada, and then back to France. Some stayed with the Caddo to join the Spanish in New Mexico. Those left behind at the settlement waited for nearly 2 years for rescue that never came. Around Christmas 1688, a group of Karankawas attacked the remaining French settlers on the Texas coast and killed most of them, but carried off some of the children as captives. Not too long afterwards, indigenous traders began arriving in Spanish settlements bearing French goods. The Spanish became convinced that the French posed a real danger on the Frontera. After all, they might convince more Indians to rise in rebellion. Had the French played a part in the Pueblo Revolt? Probably not, but still, the timing was suspicious. The Spanish pushed into their neglected northern province once again. 5 naval and 6 overland campaigns scoured the region between the Rio Grande and the Gulf Coast over the next few years. They found wreckage and recovered French captives, but found no French settlement. Even so, this strange episode fixed Spanish attentions toward the lands beyond the Rio Grande.